Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be discussing something a bit more of a sad topic. I made a video regarding this individual, Cobermani456, back in November, kind of discussing what was going on in that time period with him and pretty much everything he was saying. A couple months have gone by since that video, and of course, he has continued to upload very cryptic things, very alarming things, and we got a very alarming video yesterday. Basically, him talking about his suicide plans for 2020 and how they didn't go through, and it's very hard to hear that. It's very hard to hear someone who was such like a huge light, who was such like a huge influence in my life, going through something like that. Again, the world kind of does this to us. Unfortunately, we live in a very fucked up society where it kind of turns us crazy, and I feel like he's a prime example of, YouTube and just everything with his normal life has really pushed him to this moment, and just people in general. Not saying a lot of all his actions are, excused, but a lot of it's understandable given the mental illness, stuff like that. Cobi has been around for many years. If you guys don't know him, he was a Sonic YouTuber who did a ton of Sonic content. He'd also did Mario. He was huge. He was one of the, again, a huge influence for me and thousands of others. A lot of guys right now, I would go and look at his channel now and I see all the comments basically like, hey, like, being there for him, which is great on you guys. I will not be linking his current channel. There's things that he says that I know I do have a younger audience for the most part that I don't believe everybody should be hearing, especially when he's in that mindset, because a lot of things are a bit extreme, and I don't believe the younger audience should be checking it out too much. But I will be dropping a link in the description to a Twitter post from a Twitter account called Etika's Memories. Make sure to give that a like and a retweet. That is pretty much, I think, the best way of awareness, or just coming out and talking about it in videos. Again, a lot of the things that Cobi has talked about are very dark things, and there's nothing wrong with that, because we all have those dark emotions, right? I mean, it's very normal. This world, like I mentioned, it's fucked up. Everything that we're put through, everything, all the ridicule, everything, all the backlash, the bullshit. We live in a very toxic time period. We live in a very, kudos to everybody to be able to survive this long, because this world fucking sucks, all right? It sucks. And, it turns you crazy sometimes. And unfortunately, a lot of us already born with mental health issues. Like, I was born depressed. I've been on meds pretty much the last 12 years. I had an online psychologist I would talk to all the time. I had a very good support system. I'm not making this video about me, but yeah, I'm listening. The world's fucked, man. And, we're already born with issues sometimes. And, Cobi was diagnosed with autism. I'm not sure if you guys know, but he was diagnosed with that a while back. And so on top of that, and just on top of his personal life, he's mentioned, there's a lot of stories that he's mentioned, but if I remember one story correctly that he's always said, even before all this, was that his family was trying to use him for money. So obviously that's kind of fucked up already, in the sense, because again, I'm sure he had the money and stuff like that. But anyways, we're kind of like derailing here a bit. Ultimately, what this video is talking about is I just want to kind of make the situation, give it awareness. Definitely go to that post, give it, comment, maybe he sees it. It is a Etika Memories page, so make sure to do that. I personally don't want to see another situation where we lose another amazing person. I don't want to go, I don't want to see that. I don't want, there's been a hole ever since Etika's been gone. You're right. There's always been this big gaping hole, because Etika was such an amazing, intelligent, funny individual. He was amazing, and ever since then, it's always kind of been like, that hurts. It's felt like I lost a friend, even though as a person I never really talked to. When you watch someone almost every day, and you really feel for them, and like you hear the sadness on those bad days, and like the anger on those bad days, and the happiness, you really get to, like, you really, necessarily, like, that becomes like your brother in a way. Like, even though you're not, you might not be talking to them every day, but it's like you get to know them. You're there every day watching them. And when Etika was gone, like, that was very traumatizing for a lot of people, including myself. I was very, very hurt by it, and it kind of made me go. I actually kind of spiraled from it, because it's like, man, it's like I felt like I lost someone who, like, was one of my brothers. And if Cobi was to pass away, I would be destroyed. Cobi was again an individual that was kind of like a light, man, to a lot of different people. That man was posting, the fun, like he made Sonic fun. All his content was just a great time. It was just always very charismatic, very funny. He was just very full of energy. And seeing what the world's done to this man is just, it's unfortunate. So I know a lot of the thing, again, it doesn't excuse his actions with, the whole Katie stuff and all that, of course. But as of right now, please just give him, try sending him as much love as you can. Just send your prayers, your best wishes. I don't want to see another brother go down, man, especially down that path. Life might suck right now, but I always just have that hope that shit gets better at some point. I am kind of there. I don't know, because living years of going ups and downs and more downs than the ups, it's hard to say that. And but I do hear so many other stories. So to all the amazing stories I've heard, I want him to have that. I want him to be able to survive and come out from it and just really get the help that he needs. And that's basically what I want from him, man. And he's a phenomenal person, a very sweet guy. He's very caring. He's just, he's been derailed, unfortunately, and it happens to a lot of us. It does happen. And to any of you who are watching, obviously, if you ever feel this way, please reach out to your parents, to your family, to your friends, to a suicide hotline. Make those calls, make those texts. Don't let it get to this point where you are losing it online, I guess is the best way of putting it. I don't think, if that's what you need to do, it's what you need to do. Which in some hindsight, I am happy that he's at least, like, in some weird way, it's good that he's posting it and he just didn't go ahead and do that. To me, that shows that he's still willing to fight, right? Even though he's pretty, he's all over the place right now. Being able to talk about it, I feel like he's still fighting. And maybe the more love that we send, the more just positivity that we could send him. Hopefully, we'll keep helping him not to make that decision, right? Again, things do get better over time, I think. But I really hope that he sticks with it and he fights with all of us. I hope he just makes a speedy recovery, that he finds the right meds, that he finds the right doctor, that he gets out of his current living situation, and that he just really starts fixing himself for the better. And again, just send him your thoughts, send him your prayers. It's very unfortunate that life does this to us. So again, to all you guys who ever feel like self-harming or any of that, please reach out to your family. If you don't want to reach out to your family, reach out to your friends. If you want to reach out to them, reach out to the police. Or when I say police, I'm saying if you're like in a household that is very toxic, don't stay in a situation that hurts. If you're in an abusive relationship, you're in a toxic relationship, get out. Call for help from whoever you can. Get out of it. And fight for it. And if you guys ever need me, I'm always here to talk. If you ever need that, I'm always here to pretty much listen. If you need someone to talk to, and you just don't want to use any of those options, I'm here. And besides a very prevalent thing right now, it's very big. Unfortunately, it's been at an all-time high these past couple of years. I think with the inclusion of social media really kind of taking over our lives has really, hurt mental health even further. And I do think that YouTube, Twitter, all these different platforms like Instagram, I feel like it's a very toxic platform in the sense that it's literally a platform. I don't know, that's derailing again, but we live in a very tough time period, right? Bottom line, we're living in a time period, especially in the States, where it's harder to afford a place, it's hard to get a job. You're constantly on social media looking at people who have better lives than you. You're constantly being thrown YouTube videos at you of people living these high-end mansions and all this and that, consistently just throwing it in your face on this all the time. And I feel like it's a very bad time, man. We're going through it. I think everybody, kudos to everybody who's alive right now. Kudos to you for sticking with it. To my brothers and sisters who have been on the verge, congrats, you're still here with us, and it's if you haven't heard that congratulations from anyone else, I congratulate you for living through this. I congrats Cobi for being able to survive this long, and I hope that he continues to do so for many years, and he lives a very prosperous and wonderful life. Just like I hope that all of you watching also have a wondrous and prosperous life. Especially now in our 20s, it's very rough. It's fucking terrible. I could tell you from experience, it's fucking sucks. It's and I think like a lot of parents don't understand that either, and I feel like that's an issue too. So that's why we have to stay here. So when we have kids, we help the next generation learn about different issues that should have been brought to us when we were growing up. That we'll nip that in the butt for future generations to come. Man. That's just my hope, and that in 10, 20 years from now, us and everybody else who have gone through these things shape a new world for the next gen, and I just hope that things generally get better over time. So things just get better, man, because things just fucking suck right now. And again, this video is more about Cobi, but I have to talk about other things too, because again, try not to, I guess, make fun of him or harass him or do stuff like that. Just kind of be there for him as much as we can. And yeah, and again, if you guys ever need me or anybody else to talk to, I'm here. Cobi, if by any off chance that you watch this video, brother, I love you, man. You really helped me through a lot of my issues in my life, actually. And you were just a phenomenal person, a very, very just great, I guess, friend in a way. You were there for me, my step brother. We used to watch you every fucking day, bro. Every day we were watching you, man, and you helped us out through a lot, for sure. Through a lot of bad breakups, through a lot of just bad things in general. You were there, man, and just like me and the thousands of other people, we miss you. We love you, man. Get your help. Make sure to talk to somebody. I mean, you're talking to us, which is good. I mean, you're posting your videos, but get some professional help from someone who can really help you get through this time. And of course, keep talking to us if you need it. And we're always here for you, brother. So I genuinely hope that you get through this situation. And you live a nice long life. You get married. You have kids. I want you to have full 9 yards, bro, because you deserve it. You've gone through hell and back. You really have gone through hell and back. And I hope you continue to do that. Do it for your fans. Do it for Etika. Do it for you, man. Live a good life and prosper. I really wanted to see you prosper more. I generally hope that everything ends up being okay. So again, to everybody, I will leave a link to that tweet. Make sure to like and tweet that. And yeah, this is just spreading awareness, and I really generally hope that you get better, brother. And again, you guys, love you all. We're in this together. We truly are in this together. So just continue to work on and get through this, and we'll get through it together, one step at a time. And at some point in these upcoming years, things will generally be better for all of us. Hopefully. Here's hoping. But I feel like we're getting to a time period where that older sucky generation is we're coming out, and I think in the next 10 to 20 years, I feel like things will generally be a lot better. And I want to make sure all of you guys are there to witness that big change. A world of fucking less judgment, more acceptance, better protocols for mental health, just better health option, like better just society for health, and just stuff like that, man. It's more peace, basically. It's what I really just want at this point. I just want to see a change, especially in the mental health department. I feel like a lot of it's still a lot of mental health issues stem from our society not really working on it. I guess that's the best way of putting it. They don't really take enough time to sit down and really try fixing the issues here. And instead of alienating, mental health issues, try just embracing and try accepting it, man. All this is normal. I feel it's very normal. And I feel like it should be. I'm not saying everybody should feel like this, but I'm saying people with disabilities and who are suicidal or very severely anxious should feel like normal people, and that they shouldn't feel alienated because that makes things even worse. I think this is just a prime example of that. I've seen a lot of comments kind of bashing him, pretty much just being like, "Oh, like you're an idiot," shit like that. Like, nah, man. That's things should be. We should all be a bit more accepting of all of each other, and especially for times like this, I hope the community really just comes together and we could help our boy out. We could help him out. So I'm gonna go ahead and sign off here. Again, it was great talking to you guys. Cobi, love you, brother. Get through it. And to any of you guys, if you ever need anything, let me know. I'm always gonna be here for you. And I'll take advantage of talking to you guys too, having you guys around to kind of have these type of videos, I guess is the best way of putting it. So again, have a great night. Take care. Make sure to tell everybody that you love. Make sure to tell all your loved ones that you love them every day. Make sure to call your friends. Make sure to always check up on the people around you, because you never know what they're going through. You never know what day is going to be that really off day that they might make a mistake. And just make sure to let fights go on, let bygones be bygones, and just be as peaceful and neutral that you possibly can. And again, be there for everybody who's currently around you. So take care. It was a phenomenal time talking to you. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, man.